Hey everyone, welcome back to another Market Open live stream. So we are back to, well, fortunately another strong start to 2020, well, to a year, in this case 2022. So far both US and Euro stocks are up, and let's take a peek at what we've got with some of our futures. This is exciting. We've got green again. I mean, compared to the December we had, this is exciting. I don't want to get too overly excited, but I feel good right now. I hope it continues because I kind of went all in. There's only a little bit more that I could do, and that would, if I did that, it would just be a trade, because I promised myself I don't care if this trade goes well or bad. I am selling out of it if the market rotates any bit to the downside, or even this particular move does. So, I'm all in, basically. Like the buffer I have is a little bit of trading. That's it. But here we go. Dow Futures up now 0.4. S&P Futures 0.31. Folks, we're almost at record highs here. 48 ish, 48 something was our record high. We just broached 4,800 last week, but then we pulled back down. Nasdaq Futures up 0.16. Bonds, a lot of eyes on bonds right now because, folks, look at this freaking 10-year. It is taking off. Now, there are a few things that could be happening with the 10-year taking off. This could be folks sort of breaking the piggy bank of bonds. This is when you essentially take your hammer and you break your piggy bank and you take your money out of something, put it in something else. That could be happening in the bond market. We could also be seeing this happen with kind of in reverse, where institutional investors potentially place bets that bonds are going to fall in value, and so they short them. And by shorting them, they increase selling pressure and therefore drive the yields up. So that's also very possible. So a lot of movement we've got in the market. Let's try to take a peek and understand what's going on right now in the pre-market hours, see what pre-market trading is doing for us. So Pinterest on the downside, Cloudflare sitting at 125. Otherwise, Affirm down 0.75%. Otherwise, that's it. I mean, 0.75% to the downside. This is like no red. I mean, when you have a momentum mover down 6%, but otherwise the next lowest thing is Pinterest down 2%, and then Affirm's at 0.75, like nominal moves for what's this? Best Buy launches new advertising business called Best Buy Ads. See, I'm telling you, 22 is going to be the year of advertising. It's going to be year of advertising and year of ads. We'll see. Gonna be a lot more ads. Hope you like ads. Get used to them in 2022. By the way, have I mentioned that my streams are brought to you by StreamYard? Go to metkevin.com/StreamYard to learn more about professional streaming softwares. Okay, so let's see. Carnival Cruise Lines now a second day. This is the second day of essentially just gains here for recovery so far. Setting up very, very nicely. Look at this. American Airlines. You've got United Airlines, Carnival. It feels like people are again breaking that piggy bank and they're moving it over to those risk plays. Those risk plays being stocks like recovery stocks, potentially small caps. So we're not 100% sure on that yet. Small cap rotations can be very quick and positive, but can also be very quick and negative. So you definitely want to be careful and take it easy. Matterport trying to get back to about its $20. Let's try to find some of that. Matterport's looking for that metaverse hype. It's trying to actually find the metaverse, it and everyone else. But it seems like at this point the metaverse is really just a rebranded way of saying video game. It's crazy. But anyway, okay. Let's see what we got. And in terms of headliners today, I did see and read about a little bit more drama again in China. Apparently, they're already pulling the demo orders for these 38 or 39 Evergrande properties or buildings that were potentially built without a permit. And I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, you go from wanting to demo and then the very next day ordering the demo and then halting the stock so you could do the demoing. dang, y'all get stuff done in China. You know, that little step right there would take like 2 years in California. That's crazy. No, not necessarily saying I want things to go as fast as China gets them done, but a little faster would be nice. Anyway, all right. So let's see here. Let's go through Bloom's 5 things to start your day. Let's see if there's anything interesting in the 5 ways or whatever things to know to start your day thing here or whatever. Look at this. Record. U.S. reported 1 million COVID cases on Monday. Come on, folks. This is like we all know we're getting this. This is and this is something that I'm going to make a more thorough COVID update. Had a little bit of a COVID scare in our household too, but we'll talk more about that in another video. But yeah, I remember it was the beginning of December, and you know, I wish it's something you could like bet on, but it's not something you necessarily want to bet on. But I remember telling Lauren, I go 95% chance Max has COVID, the army by the end of January. So I don't know. We'll see. Crazy times. But honestly, like if everybody just got army and people didn't die, then wouldn't it be over? You're like, can everybody get their cold already? Sorry, I shouldn't call it that. But anyway, not you know. Heartfelt apologies to anybody who's severely sick with the army. Anyway, let's see. Yesterday's move in the Treasury market, which saw a 10-year benchmark at its worst start to a trading year since 2009, seems to be indicating that traders don't see an end to the inflationary pressures anytime soon. Market pricing now suggests the Fed liftoff as soon as May. Well, that was old news. We already knew this. That's old news. They just regurgitated here, so nothing's really changed. And I honestly don't think, I disagree, Bloomberg. I do not think that this is inflationary fear. Usually, I think that's the generic answer there. I honestly think this is a little bit of, Ami's a nothing burger. Let's just rotate into, you know, some more risk assets. You mean he almost caught a cold? I know. You know, I'm telling you, you know, it's devastating. Like, how dare a 3-year-old catch a cold? Sorry, it's just whatever. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, like to some degree, if you caught Omicron, let's say, and let's say you didn't have access to any tests because you had to wait to get a test for like 3 hours, which in some places you do, which is just ridiculous. Why not just isolate for 10 days and give a big old middle finger to the stupid testing? You know, just pretend that you have it, forget about it, and stay safe. You know, I don't know, play video games, play metaverse. Oh, okay. You know, get some sleep and make sure you drink enough water. You know, my water is right here, and I call it coffee. People get mad at me when I say that because they're like, no, water's not good. Water's not there. Coffee doesn't replace water. Coffee makes you the best. Blah, blah, blah. Well, whatever. All right. So, okay. Let's see here. Supplies. One of the biggest short-term drivers of inflation is energy costs. So there will be a close attention to today's OPEC Plus meeting. Crude trading above 76.50. I think that's the Brent. Let me double check if they're talking about Brent. No, wow, just WTI crude, almost $77. Brent is almost $80 again. Natural gas prices have been coming down though. That's been good. Big drop, at least in the UK. Global equities are extending their strong start to the year. Yeah, that's great. ISM manufacturing at 7 a.m. California time. Yeah, okay. Elizabeth Holmes convicted. My gosh. Like, I don't know. I feel like that was mostly a no-brainer. It was 4 counts, each with a 20-year potential sentence for fraud. So you could get stacked sentences there and go life. Yeah. That was the word. The diuretic, whatever. The thing that makes you go pee. But the good news is the science says that you actually retain more water, but you do go to the bathroom more when you drink coffee, but you do retain more water than had you not had the coffee in the first place. So it's kind of like, you're net positive. See, that's how traders think about it. Net positive. Anyway, global strategists say global stock market party is far from over. I'm actually seeing this more and more, and sometimes diuretic. Thank you for the what is it called? The word when you whatever, make it pronounced larg. Anyway, that part of the brain's still asleep. Oh well. So I'm seeing this more and more about a lot of analysts actually saying, hey, like statistically, we're not like at ridiculous levels of bubble level style appreciation, of bubble level style debts, of bubble level style accelerated prices. Yeah, prices have gone up a lot, but when you compare those to other bubbles, we're not in the bubble. But again, prices have gone up a lot. And then when you factor in that, wait a minute, a lot of this was helicopter money that just flew into the stock market. Okay, well, I'll take it. Phonetic. Yes, thank you. See, what is it with the X today? I don't know. Well, let's see what the JPM folks say. I take any time, like the analysts, you got to take them with a grain of salt, okay? They were the ones, JP Morgan, these were the folks who said that Nikola was a good investment because it was a story stock. When I heard that, I just about vomited and gagged, thinking to myself, is that how lazy research has gotten today? That if you're FOMOing, you're missing out. Just call it a great story. You know what? Hydrogen trucks story. Yeah. Price target $70. See, because like whatever the price of the stock is, the price target should be somewhat close to it. It's ridiculous. All right, let's see here. Stay bullish. Positive catalysts are not exhausted. Strategists led by a group of JP Morgan have said downside risks, including a hawkish turn by central banks, a slowdown in China's economy, or more significant COVID restrictions, will either fail to materialize or are already priced in. Look, yes, this more significant Rona restrictions, you're actually going to see this, I think, a good amount in China. In China, you're seeing some level of the Chinese government saying, hey, we want no social transmission at all. It's like, come on, man. You're talking about, you don't want, nobody in China is allowed to get a cold. Just like nobody in China apparently is allowed to get an apartment completed because you're just going to demo them instead. Whatever, China. This is why I can't visit your country. Y'all going to kill me for just pointing out the silliness. Downside risks include a hawkish turn by central banks. All right. Positive outlook has been, all right. Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of this. This is JP Morgan. Okay. They recommend a neutral position on stocks. They could stall. Well, who's this? Who's they? This is, J Open, but also largely behind us. They also like reopening trades, so they like everything. Whatever, JPM. Whatever. All right, we got 15 minutes to go. Yes, Paul Parker, Bloomberg did have a really good piece yesterday about the different perspectives. I believe the title of it was Bloomberg 2022 Analyst Outlooks. It was on their front page for quite a while. It was like almost all, whatever. I can't find it right now. I read it yesterday. I'm like, lots of opinions. But anyway, okay. So what else we have here? We hit a record in cases. Job openings on track for new high ahead of Omicron wave. Let's take a look at this. All right. U.S. job openings are on track to have ended last year at a record high. There were 12 million job openings. This is according to Jolt, or no, according to Indeed, based on analytics of job postings. Wow. Increase of 1 million since the end of October, when the Labor Department reported 11 million open positions. Businesses are hiring because they got money. They got dollars. They've got a lot of work to do to make sure they have enough productivity, enough employees. They've got a lot of advertising to do. They've got a lot of products to deliver. It's well, there's always this risk of a somewhat more frugal decade potentially in the next 8 years of this decade, sort of building out a few frugal decade. Businesses want to go. Yeah. All right. Omicron, how's it going to affect it? We'll see. Workers have quit at record rates. Lots of retirements. It seems to be like either people quitting to go to higher paying jobs or a lot of early retirements. Some folks just done. Just that's it. No, not going back to work. Yeah. It helps when markets move the way they've moved. It's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, let's give helicopter money to stimulate the economy, and then it props up stocks and asset values and real estate so much, thanks to all the money printing, that now you kind of like unstimulated because you gave people so much helicopter money that you've basically helped a whole cohort of people retire early. Yeah, and so now, now you're actually destimulating. That's crazy. Ay. Chaos theory decade. There you go. Joe Biden, White House COVID response team. Will this affect the market today? No, not really. Biden's not really. I don't know what Biden's doing. I think he almost got blown over or something, come out of a plane yesterday. But beyond that, I don't know. We don't have enough tests. Don't have enough N95s. It's just not that hard. But whatever. Oh yeah, here. I see. I have one right here handy. So now I have my prop. Good old N95. You gotta get the good ones, like Honeywell. I'm not invested in Honeywell. Maybe I should have been. But you gotta get the good ones. See, I keep putting up the Amazon link for these. Or actually, no, I never put the link up because I don't want anybody to think I'm sponsored by them. I'm not. These are good. The only problem is if you wear them for a few hours, the bands kind of start like, bugging your head a little bit. No, not that the army is I don't know, scary. But if I had a choice, I'd rather not have it or have like a minuscule dose. Investors buy metaverse real estate and virtual land boom. This is like literally the dumbest thing ever. And look, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of crypto. But so many NFTs. Look, let's just put it this way: so many NFTs are going to zero. Okay, this is a video. All right. So Opsar N95s are mostly for like after like fires or construction or whatever. They're very good. They're incredible. You just have to make sure, like some people, as long as you can fit it properly and you don't have too much facial hair. Ay. Well, this is interesting. Jimmy's talking about the mass tests outdoors in negative temperatures. All you could see is the cold exhale breath coming out. Well, I mean, keep in mind, air, like air can come through this, right? I'm sorry. You kind of like blow hard on this stuff. Like air's gonna come out. It's designed for breathing, right? And the goal is to filter it. It's kind of like, what I always think of when I see some of those examples is kind of like, like how your air conditioning has a filter. It doesn't mean you don't feel air coming out of it. It doesn't mean that there's not like cold or warm air coming through the air conditioning or the furnace or whatever, right? It's just filtered. That's it. That's the goal. Well, of course, they're not perfect. Yeah, even I like the P100s, but nobody's gonna wear that, walk around with that. You look, I don't know. Beginning of the pandemic, it was okay. Breathing's overrated. Yeah, you know what? Just hold your breath. There you go. No, don't do that. In case that wasn't clear. Anyway, Turkey's inflation rate. Check this out, folks. An annualized rate of 36.8%. Wait, hold on. Is it comparing 12 months or an annualized rate by multiplying by 12? Let me see here. So Turkey's inflation climbed to a near 2-decade high in December on the back of a weakening lira that is driving up the cost. Why don't they capitalize the lira? Does anybody know that? Yeah. Annual inflation. Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is just how exhausted I am of talking about inflation. It's now inflation. Anyway, annual inflation rose to 36% last month, up from 21% in November. Yeah, nobody wants your lira. I love the picture, like the bread lines. It's trying to imply almost the I mean, it's bad. If you get money in the lira, you're losing value, but kind of sends those sort of memory banks back to the Weimar Republic. It's crazy. Yeah, blood work. You're probably right. I think people buying virtual real estate are either very smart or very dumb. Maybe it's gonna boom and all of us are gonna regret it. But see, here's the thing, okay? And it's worth just thinking about this. Even if you bought some digital land, are you really gonna go in that heavy with your portfolio that it's actually going to make any kind of meaningful difference? It's kind of like the person who buys like one call option for I don't know, $5, and they buy like one or two of them, and then all of a sudden by it goes up like 4,000% or something like that, and now it's like $200 or whatever the math would be. And then it's like, great, like how much of your portfolio did actually move because of that trade? Like it's great, don't get me wrong, but some of the trades are so speculative that you'd be crazy to go all in on. Not saying that crazy people can't make money. I mean, it can totally happen. So it's all right, but it's just level of risk sometimes you have to take. It's something else. Let's see. Microvish. No, Doug, N95s are two-way. Exhale and inhale. You're thinking about the P100s or the ones with the valves, because then you're correct. That exhaled valve has no resistance in valved N95s or the valved P100s. That is correct. But like this one does not have a valve. But anyway, all right. So what we got in the sticks here? So Microvision's moving a little bit. I wonder if there's any MViz news here. I'm gonna pull this. Let's see here. Creator fool theory for NFTs. Yep. And we don't get it, Kevin. We're boomers. Yeah, I mean, like I just, what blows my mind is how much did you pay for your 85 properties in the upland? But anyway, what blows my mind is that it seems like Bored Apes have now overtaken CryptoPunks. A little bit of drama and controversy with the CryptoPunks, but the value of them relative to the decline in Ethereum relative to 2 or 3 months ago is actually positive. Yet some of the cryptos, like the CryptoPunks, the floor price for these things is like down 30-40%. It's nuts. Oh, we had an 8K coming out of Microvision this morning. Let's see here. Let's see what the EK is. Oh, the Consumer Electronics shows tomorrow. Man, I want to go to CES. I've always wanted to go. Man. Did you see a survey saying that 53% of millennial millionaires have at least 50% of their portfolio in crypto? Yeah. I wonder if that is like the perfect example. And I don't know. I'm just speculating. I wonder if that is the perfect example of survivorship bias. The reason for that is, think about it. Like, first of all, how many millennials have made it to millionaire? You know, you'd have to have something that increased a lot over the last few years, or you've been, you've been very serious about investing since you were 18, getting into real estate or stocks, going the get rich for sure method. So, I think this gives a little bit more credit to millennials becoming millionaires when than probably is fair as like a representative way of evaluating how to get wealthy. Like, I don't think that, and who knows, but I don't know that you're going to kind of see that same sort of movement that we've seen since 2017 again. There have been some incredible returns in BTC and Ethereum, and there'll be something else, but I don't know if you're going to see that same kind of craziness in the best way possible. I mean, the fact that, think about it. You could put 40 grand in Ethereum at $200 and basically become a millionaire from that, like that. That's awesome. The 20x, right? That's great. Anyway, so what's our focus? Focused on employee health and safety. Microvision shifts to all virtual participation of CES. What? My goodness. NFTs are a short-term play. Crypto millionaires are bored with crypto. That's an interesting, right? How many are millennials here? Let's see. Okay, we'll ask. Are you a millennial? Let's run the question. Oops. Are you a millennial? Okay. Yes. No. Younger. No. Older. What is the definition of a millennial these days anyway? Oh, they keep changing all the rules. Born between 81 and 96, eh? Okay. Pre 86. After 90. Sorry, was it 81 or 86? 81. Oh, wow. Pre 81. All right. Put it in there. All right. So Microvision's going all virtual. Well, that's boring. Then there's no CES. That's literally what they 8K'd. Man, that's boring. That is no fun. All right. Well, whatever. Okay. So let's take a look. How are we setting up on stocks here? What do we got going on? End phase 188. You got SunPower coming back up from the grave a little bit. Carnival Cruise Lines 3%. Getting a nice run here on Carnival, $22. Nice. American Air, I did a nice big buy at 19 or 17.90, but I didn't diamond hand it as long as I should have. Yeah, and American Air 2.24. Yeah, okay, so definitely seeing the recovery stocks move up, and face coming up a little bit. Can't tell if we're seeing the smalls for sure come here. Smile Direct, where's Shift? Shift Technologies, here we go. Shift 1% in the open pre-market here, 0.8. Oh, look at Tesla fall a little bit right before the open here. Oh, let's get the bell.
Constellation is that they have many more. They have Victoria. They haven't even brought that in yet, and their beers may not be premium in Mexico, but boy, are they premium in the U.S. And they can get the glass, which is very important.
There's the opening bell and the CNBC real-time exchange as we watch Brett fill in at the big board. It's Gig Capital celebrating their recent.
Okay, we've got ourselves a mostly green day here. We're at 48.12. I think that's a record high now for the S&P. That's pretty close. I gotta see what it closed for yesterday. Yeah, just over 48 was the record before. So that's a big move here. Let's take a look and see how things actually start moving this morning. Are the smalls gonna move, or are the bigs gonna move? Are things gonna go red? I have no idea, but let's find out. I'm curious. Let's start with Tesla. We got ourselves a red candle trend here. All right, let's see what happens here. Going red somewhat fast there on Tesla. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's Tesla. Let's see how the SPY is going. SPY is about 0.28 now, rotating down slightly. NVIDIA about 1/3. AAPL is also rotating down. A little bit of hedging here, looks like. Now look at that. We got some reds right at the beginning. This is why I always wait for that second day to see if we're going to get any kind of confirmation, any kind of bounce potential here. Yeah, all right. Yeah, right now it just looks like red, which is good. I have not bought anything yet. And curious to see what happens first with some of these. So that's Shift rotating down after rallying yesterday. Disney up 1.36, but also slightly rotating down. As Microvision had a little red candlestick. Now it's starting to rotate up again. PaySafe is moving. Kind of a mix of recovery in here as well in the payment processor. Microvision definitely still moving here, 9.59%. Okay, are we going to keep going here, or what's going on? Carnival's up. We got the green candlesticks over here. Let's look at the airlines. Mostly looks like green candlesticks. Yeah, almost all of the airlines here we've clicked on going positive here. Purple Innovation trying to come back. Marathon Digital. Are we moving then on BTC? Let's take a quick look. BTC almost back to 47, folks. Look at that. Went to that 45.7 level over here. These extreme sort of drops here. Running back up to 47.1 now. We'll see if we can break through that. All right. Let's look at, here goes Microvision more, another 2% just now. So I might end up being a trader today. I didn't even see any particular news on this one, which I thought it's kind of interesting. But all right. Let's see. Tesla. Oh, Tesla's trying to go green again. Look at that. Little opening selling, and now it looks like we might be off to the races here. This is good. Charge point, slightly green. Hut 8 mining heading back up. Let's look at that small cap revolution. Let's look at Shift. Nope, no small cap revolution. That's why you can't go all in when you get your first green day in a while. Well, maybe not necessarily in a while, but you get a big green day. Expect some red afterwards or flatness. See flat here on Corsair, Robinhood. Look at that, right back down. You get 5%. You give it up the next day. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. That was a rival. Yeah, not really seeing confirmation of that small cap rally right now. Let's look at Etsy. Let's see what we have. Would you put 6K into a Roth ETF for particular stock? Yeah, I think the Roth is great as long as it doesn't delay you from buying real estate. I think that's somewhat of a mistake in my opinion, is not buying that real estate. But anyway, yeah, Etsy curving down from about that 225 level. We keep going on this trend, we might be under 200. Etsy, phenomenal company. Personally prefer Etsy over Amazon. It's kind of, to me, like the forsaken brother or sibling of Amazon that only likes one thing, only likes a niche, more niche kind of product. which I think Etsy is so wonderful for unique gifts, 3D printed whatever. Like look at this. Do you have a scimitar? I don't think so. Dragon scimitar? I mean, look at this. Where else are you going to get this? I got my helmet right here too. We got it just slightly small. I'm just kidding. It wasn't meant to be worn. But if they made it just a tiny little bit bigger, I could have worn it. But no, they did say it was not wearable. And they're correct. All right. So so he says Harry Dent newsletter says the market will crash 50% starting today. Harry, come back on the show. All right. Somebody says Ford. You heard that Ford might be a good short squeeze candidate? Look, I am so exhausted hearing folks hunting for short squeeze candidates. Now, this is not a slam on you. I'm just saying, we haven't really had this euphoria since like GameStop or AMC, and since then, everybody's been looking for short interest. Oh my gosh, we got to squeeze the shorts. You need like massive momentum catalysts within a stock beyond just the short interest. There was a period of time. There was a short period of time, sort of between the GameStop and AMC disaster, where you could, or squeezes, I should say, in those cases, where you could just basically pick anything that did have high short interest, and it worked. It worked as a trade. Not so much anymore, in my opinion. 1.65% short on Ford. And it's been going down. It was 1.73. I mean, there's no. Someone writes, I refuse to identify as a stupid millennial. Well, then don't identify as a stupid millennial. Identify as a millennial. Got him. All right. Speaking of which, how's that poll going? So, yeah, lots of millennials. Got 22% older, 18% younger, 60% just straight up yes. I mean, that's a big. It seems like a bit. Is it a wider generation than otherwise? Like in terms of ages? So it's 15 years? No, it shouldn't be. Coinbase says institutions will gain confidence in DeFi in 2022 and participate in it. All right, we'll see. Dow and S&P have hit intraday record highs. Some things are rotating down. Let's take a look though at look at the indices have moved nicely here. S&P at 0.44, now at 48.17, new record high. Nasdaq's pretty much flat, folks. Caught flat-footed over here at 0.04%. Dow Jones at 0.61. Russ at 121. But not seeing that confirmation of a small cap rally here. Yeah, let's look at that. Even Microvision pulling back. Oops. Microvision was up about, what wasn't it up like 11% or something like that? Now it's up 5%. I mean, big old U-turn to the downside here. It's just one of the problems with trading, unfortunately, is just getting excited too quickly and then running in too fast. Because like, oh, that's it. This is the trend. And then no wait for confirmation, and then oops. Yeah, well. So I mean, I had money ready to go for a trade this morning, but my trade didn't give me confirmation, so I'm on standby. How's Tesla? Yeah, Tesla's down. I mean, it's not bad actually. 0.5% to the downside, and we're getting some green candles over here. We're gonna be fighting for that 1200 again, I think. We'll see. I mean, look at that. We got that green candle coming through. Are we seeing the green on other things come through yet? No, not quite. Trade Desk, TDD. Oh my gosh! Now, now you're just saying it to be funny. As Tesla's short squeeze candidate, this is gonna be the meme. As shit, that's it. We just donate money to see the low short stocks. Tesla's at 2.92%. Is GM? Somebody says 2.9% GM. Let me see what GM. And then let me get this really cool. What's this here? Okay. Never mind. Yeah, GM is at, I got 2.34. 234. That's interesting. New variant found in the south of France. No, okay, no. I don't even honestly at this point, I just want to go like this. Blah 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 blah. No, or you know what? No. You gotta close your ears and close your eyes and then go Fauci. It blocks any talk. Okay. So, but I will Google variant South France. New variant, 46 mutations from original whatever COVID. Well, but I mean, Omicron is 42, isn't it? Or no, it's more than 30. I know it's more than 30. I don't know how many. But anyway, 12 patients in the region have so far tested positive for the strain, which showed an atypical combination. May have originated in the African country. In the preprint, yet to be peer-reviewed. Experts from a French government-backed program have identified 46 mutations. The variant is named whatever. That's what makes okay. Yeah. Okay, so we really don't need to know anything about it yet. I mean, we're gonna get nonsense like this all the time, and there are always little new variants that just kind of kill themselves out. But anyway. Yeah. Let's see. You're gonna have to try the Fauci thing, although I'm afraid to say his name 3 times or he might crawl through my monitor. Yep. 3 times and click your heels and Fauci shows up. Oh my gosh. That's it. Oh man. All right. Somebody's got 100K burning a hole in their pocket. Yeah. No, it's. I mean, it's a good problem to have. I like investing in the stock market and buying real estate. Get a good deal. Find a good deal. But anyway, yeah. I mean, you can make something work. Look at this extra sell-off here, though, on some of the softwares, folks. The software companies are going back for more compression. Yeah, look at this. Pinterest down 5%, just when it was thought it couldn't get any worse for Pinterest. Cloudflare down 4.41%. Man, I got lucky on that one. I sold it for pretty close to what I paid for it. I just got nervous about the software compression and valuation levels again. And golly, it dropped like 20 points within a week. I just feel like I snuck out of that one. Feel like I almost got like the tail nipped a little bit in the door as it closed. You know. Which reminds me, that should also mean that Matterport's down. Software as well. Yeah. Matterport's down about 2%. Got that metaverse hype is going. Yeah, it's okay. So let's see here. Okay, let's see. I see a lot of spark lines to the downside. I personally don't know if these indices are going to hold up. Let me see here. No, they pulled back a little bit. It's like they hit a new intraday record and they started pulling back a little. We'll go look at some other news. Oh my gosh, Tesla went freaking positive. You've got to be kidding me. That's amazing. Wow, that is a U-turn on Tesla there. Peloton. Oh, like Peloton can't find its floor, folks. Like, there is no floor at Peloton. We have not hit floors at Peloton, Cloudflare, Matterport, honestly. Hood's still at its floor. DraftKings, respecting. Roblox, 97. Okay. Affirm, 93. Its floor was like 92. So it's knocking on the door. Shift went negative. Charge point back under 20. So you can't get too excited about this market. It just turns red on you in the blink of an eye. Okay, what's moving up? And then let's go check. I want to check Barron's for a moment. Let's see here. So on the upside, we've got, Microvision's still up 6%. It's still kind of like, come with me. Join me. All right. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a damper on the market. All right, let's go jump into Barron's. And it's gone, yeah. Yeah. No, Robinhood at 18 is not a new low. That's the normal low. We're used to Robinhood 18. 22 undervalued stocks with plenty of upside for 22. Well, that sounds juicy. I'm going to take a look at that. Oh, let's close some of this other junk. All right. Hold on. Let me drink some water. I got to stay hydrated with my coffee. No, nothing super new here. Let's see what the 22 are. I think Visa's in here. Oh, wow. Here they are. The stocks are Alaska Air, Katera Energy, Caesars Entertainment, PayPal. Hey, shout out to PayPal. Really? Generac. You know what? I'm going to try something here. That's fine. We can do this. All right, we're gonna try a little experiment here. Let's see if we can find out how these stocks fared for 2021 and see if they're just taking dip ones. So PayPal, I got to go to the 1 year. See, PayPal down 16% on the 1 year. Generac's up 51%. Okay, well, that kills that idea. How about Caesars? Caesars 31% on the 1 year. Why is T-Mobile TMUS? Oh, T-Mobile USA. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's lame. It's not a good ticker. They love Enphase. Enphase is on their list. Okay. Do they have anything that went over 100% in 2021? I don't think so. They didn't throw any real high flyers on here. Salesforce 14%. Kind of agree. These are not bad choices. Some of these are good. I mean, I don't know about Halliburton, but EA, yeah, negative on the year. Match, seriously, Match.com. I didn't even know they were public, to be honest. Citigroup and Southwest. Wow, an interesting little bunch they got here. You know, a lot of these stocks, folks, are it's not SUV, it's LEV. There we go. A lot of these stocks barely have gains for the year. You know, I'm on the 1 year chart. Southwest is flat. T-Mobile's down. Most of them are pretty dang down. And it makes sense. That's why they're saying these 22 are juicy in their opinion. Nice, Barron's. Yeah, I don't think that's that terrible. My favorites, if I had to look at this, my favorites out of this bunch, probably PayPal, Enphase, put a highlighter in those. I'm interested in Activision. I think that the drama is going to fade. It always does. Salesforce, phenomenal company. Although apparently they never fire anyone. which I think is really weird. Oh well. I mean, I guess that's a good reputation to have, but I also wonder how that potentially fosters or does not foster productivity in the workplace. Not that you want to go around firing people to like scare other people into being productive. You don't want to do that. But like sometimes people just aren't fit for the job, and it's just a business disconnect. This doesn't mean they're bad people. Just and usually helps out both sides. So I don't know how they get away with that. I think they just have so much money. It doesn't matter. Oh well. All right. Let's see here. What is this? I'll be using the Matterport camera to capture my fitness product / showroom for virtual sales of my Upland virtual properties that are mapped to real world addresses. That's interesting. That's a virtual showroom. Oh, cool. All right. So the hope that small caps are definitely gonna keep rotating. I don't or keep moving up. I don't know if we're seeing that. Seeing a lot of spark lines to the downside here. Etsy 2.5%, Unity, Roblox 2.5%. Yeah, Lemonade down, Redfin down. Just MP Material. Look at freaking MP Material. You cannot stop the stock. $50. It has become a loved stock. That's cool. I wonder if my interviews, you know what? I feel like that'd be interesting. Let me see if I can find my interview and see if the views on it have been going up recently. I mean, like the older videos usually don't get that many views. MP Materials CEO, meet Kevin. It's probably like confronting or something. No, it's not actually. Interesting. Analytics. Oh my gosh, I had a long beard back then. Gosh. Okay, I just want to get the data on it. MP Material. CEO of the Chamath-backed MP Material. Wow. All right. Take a quick peek at that, and we'll see what else we got going on here. Let's see. No. Views have pretty much been flat. It's crazy. That video got 40. That live stream only had 49,000 views. It's a good one though. Oh well. Nasdaq just turned red. Oh, interesting. Now the CDC shortens the waiting period for the Pfizer COVID boosters to 5 months, so you can pick up your booster. You could get your job. See now, if you got boosters every 5 months. That means every, 30 months, I could get 6 shots. Wow. I could get 6 shots in 2.5 years. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I did the math right. I don't really want to double check. All right. Ford plans to nearly double production of its F-150. See, I like how after Tesla has groundbreaking deliveries, Ford all of a sudden has a plan, folks. Don't worry. Ford has a plan. Now I can't poop on Ford. Okay, their stock has done very, very well. I actually think the Lightning looks great. It looks like an exciting car. Everything about it seems great. Imagine if Kevin took a yearbook photo every year in high school. He'd be a different person every year. No, same person, different little box. The different image, different look. All right. STNE rotating down. Cloudflare, yeah. Software still sparking down on a lot of these higher valuation software plays. See that Toast moving down. DoorDash Monday. JD.com. Ugh. There's a very specific group here that continues to get beat up, and it's software. And we've been saying this for like 2 months. It's been mostly true. Software and and the Chinese stocks over and over and over again. And I think that's why fintech has been heavily caught up in this crap as well. When look at Square, for example, we're just rotating down here. Roku's rotating back down. We got Adobe rotating down. Invite. How about Tesla? Yeah, Tesla just went negative too. So did Enphase. Yeah, I mean, Ford's doing great on this double production news. Geez, it's running 7%. Wow, $23. It's been a wonderfully performing stock. Don't get me wrong. HUD 8, 5.4%. But again, this is mostly BTC involved. Yeah, look at that. Getting a little bit of a breakout over here. So I wonder if we're gonna end up bouncing off of like 48.5, or what are we gonna bounce off of? Fix or repair daily Ford. Yeah, gosh. Ay. Did Cloudflare just go under 2 or 120? Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I think you're seeing that. Yeah. Even a firm, $91. My goodness. Just getting whacked. Yeah, some stocks just getting hit hard right now. All right, let's see if the indices are moving. They gotta be at this point. No, Dow's up 0.75%. NASDAQ is down about 0.12, but that's not that much. Russell 0.63, S&P at 0.41. All right, let's go to, let's try the times. Let's see. Disruptive force of Omicron in schools. Elizabeth Holmes is a fraud. Drivers stranded overnight as part of the I-95. Oh, could you imagine being stuck in this overnight? Hope you got enough gas. Oh, keep that engine running. Ay. All right. I don't know. What else we got? When does the Fed talk? You know, I wrote down these catalysts. Hold on. Let me give you dates. If you don't have these dates yet, write these down. Jan 7. That's in 3 days. Jobs report. It's going to be big. Jan 12, CPI. Jan 25 to 26, Fed. Oh, thank you for the 10 euros. I'm glad DISC is doing well for you. And you had high conviction. It's finally moving for you. That's awesome. That's good. Net has fallen 5%, 2+ days in a row. Currently, so does that mean 2 days in a row? Oh, I see. Okay. Currently, from a natural price point from before the October run. I think you're right. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was just kind of dancing around this 100 to 134 region here. A little bit of that dip here at the end of September. Crazy rally there. They'll be back. Yeah, there's some fire happening in the market right now. I mean, yeah, I'm glad I waited for confirmation before I went into some trades here, because I mean it's getting worse right now. Holy moly! Let me just look at the spark. Yeah, look at that. That is not a good minute chart. I mean, we're going straight down here. Pinterest. Oh my gosh, it's bouncing off the 34.21 line, 34.25-ish. A firm's getting whacked. Toast, same. Xpeng 4.21. Kathy's been going into this like crazy. Oh man. Yeah, so much for 2 days of rally in a row. This came out of, well, December. You know, December called. They want their stock market back. U.S. ISM December manufacturing PMI came in weaker than November, 58.7 versus 61.1. According to the jobs opening report, the JOLTS were at 10.562 million job openings in November. Hold on a sec. What's this? Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Okay. MP material. It is the MP. Wow. Okay. Well, how are any of these even holding on to gains right now? I feel like everything's going red here. Yeah. Okay. They're not. They're not. They're starting to rotate down. Oh, yeah. There we go. And Ethereum, though, Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're the ones holding. JPM, Rivian. Yeah, everything's somewhat rotating down right now. Holy moly. What a move. And where's Tesla? Tesla. Wow. All right. Well, there you have the no rally. This is probably ISM. Let me see.
Index came in at 58.7 for December.
Yeah, we already covered that. Old news, CNBC. We covered that like 3 minutes ago. Oh, yeah. Let's see. It's the slow going down that's irritating. Give me a big drop and a pop. I know, right? It's the bleed that we've had since the end of November. Woo! Yeah, it's been something. All right. Well, here you go. No continuation of rally today. Most stocks quite red right now. Sparkline's continuing to move down substantially. Ooh, look at that Sparkline on a firm. That just looks disgusting. Oh my gosh. Oh, could you imagine having over $1 million in a firm? You'd have to be a loser. No. I think the right answer is, could you imagine having over $1 million in a firm? Neither can I. Oh man. Anyway. Oh my gosh. What is this? It's accelerating, folks. Look at this. The market is accelerating to the downside. Oh my gosh. Burn it to the ground. Let's see. What? Hold on. Let me look in the back. This is kind of like when you go to Toys R Us and you're like, hey, got any Bionicles? Oh, let me check the back. Canceled events, French cases, variant. Bond yields continuing to climb. Yeah, I mean, this is just generic, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, all right. Fine then. No, I don't see a particular catalyst here. Let me check one more source. Credit market start 2022 as they mean to go on. High grade corporate bonds suffered the biggest blow. Okay, this is about bond prices, leverage loan. Oh, this is interesting. Options frenzy needs longer bull market to survive. Equity options volume has been off the charts for 2 straight years, often proving to be the tail wagging the dog when it comes to moves in individual stocks. Since bullish call options have been the driver of the frenzy rather than bearish puts, the trend likely needs the market to continue pressing higher in order to continue into a third year. You're starting to see a slowdown, in other words, in options buying. And maybe that's actually potentially weighing on some of the craziness we're seeing in the stocks. That's an interesting argument. Less options buying. That's quite interesting. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, how entertaining. Hut 8 4%, Ford 7%, Microvision U-turned, it's 3%. Carnival still green, Visa still green, Cheesecake, Darden, got some things here still green. Otherwise, you got a lot of the higher valuation software or online companies getting smoked, or even therapeutics. Invitae down 7%, Affirm's down over 7%, Cloudflare down 7.47, Pinterest down 7.04. Toast is down 5.93. Wow. Backed Holdings down nearly 5%. EXP nearly down 5%. Neo's trying to go back under 30. Lemonade down 4.5%. See that the stock market taketh what it giveth. It gives you rally day. It takes it back the next day. You can't trust this market as far as you can throw it. Given that it's an intangible, I think you can't trust it at all. Tesla down 1.59%. Wow. All right. Well, wild. No particular reason here other than yields, inflation, Fed, just the typical same garbage. All right. Well, I'll do some more research and post a video when I know more. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Love y'all. Go to mechkevin.com/StreamYard to learn how you too could throw up comments like this one from Will, who says lol, but spelled out LAWL. Just go to mechkevin.com/StreamYard to learn more about how you too could streamcast lols. And you can even multi-stream it to Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Bye.